The second mini topic I wanted to cover before I got into talking about specific gold stocks is risk. Now, gold stocks are very risky because their price is based on a commodity, and most of the miners have a lot of leverage to that price, which means price goes down, they get hurt a lot. Price goes up, they go up a lot. But you always have to look at the downside, and these stocks have plenty of it. So I'm going to get into different risks, but in addition to many case-specific risks, these stocks often are accompanied by geopolitical risk, local jurisdiction, this, that, the other. The risk of finding out that the grade of the vein is lower or that you have higher costs. If you want to see what that can do to a stock, look recently at Guyana Goldfields. Oh, that was a bad day. I didn't own any, but I feel for the people who did. Uh, Bad or dumb or incompetent management is sadly a risk in many cases. Having a lot of debt, obviously a risk, and the inescapable risk that all of these companies face is the price of gold. You're not going to do well if the price of gold is dropping by $20 a day, day after day. These stocks are not going to do well in that environment. As with many other sectors and your portfolio in general, I believe diversification is very important. I would not advise putting all of your gold money into one gold mining stock. It just can go poorly so many different ways. It's important. I have many different positions in multiple gold stocks, but that being said, mines are huge, they're expensive. It makes single stock diversification very difficult. And often diversification within a single stock also creates inefficiencies. That's why having multiple names is very key. So I also feel inclined to mention that there are different types of gold stocks. These are the four main ones that I will talk most about. There are kind of others, but mainly they fall into royalty, producers, developers, and explorers, each with their own risks and potential benefits associated with them. Um, so they're very different, even though they're gold stocks. So some of the price specific risks are producers, their earnings are directly correlated to the current price of the commodity. So um, they have price leverage. Any dollar higher than their all-in and administrative and all that costs, they make a profit. Any dollar lower, it's a loss. Developers, well, they have financing risk, they have minimal exploration risk, depends on the type of developer they are. That's their main risk, and then the explorers, they have, in addition to all the other risks, exploration risk, financing risk. It's possible with an explorer that gold goes to $10,000 and they find none of it. That would suck. So this may be tricky when I'm talking about the gold stocks because risk is kind of ambiguous at best. But I'm going to try and indicate what type of gold stock I'm looking at or analyzing, and well, basically where on the risk scale it will fall. So that I will cover as I look at the gold stocks. So that's it for the necessary prologue that I felt I needed to do before I started talking about gold stocks. I could and probably will say more about these last two videos in this series, this type of thing, but I feel like I've said enough so that the next video in this series will be me talking about a gold stock. So enough with the boring videos. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear what you thought about this one, but the other one. Yeah, let me know. Catch you next time.